If you've ever stopped after recording or posting and thought, what am I even doing? Is this actually going anywhere? Am I just wasting time? I want to slow that thought down for a second, because what you're experiencing isn't failure. It's something most people don't realize they're building. And once you see it, creating starts to feel very different. Creating feels like a waste of time when our expected results aren't immediately visible. We see we're putting in all this effort, but where are the results? We're wired to expect cause and effect to happen close together. Effort followed by result. But creative work doesn't follow that same pattern. You're showing up, you're thinking deeply, you're putting words to ideas, yet the external feedback doesn't always match the internal effort. This is seen in sales, content creation, business pursuits. If you've ever felt that disconnect, you're not imagining it. Here's the part that rarely gets talked about. Before your work produces visible results, it produces internal foundations, such as clarity, self-trust, pattern recognition, regulating your emotions, or stabilizing your identity. You're training your brain to think, decide, and express more clearly in what you're pursuing. When it comes to creating content, that doesn't always show up as views right away. It shows up as building your capacity, expanding your bandwidth, updating your inner components. Most people quit before this part compounds. Creating feels pointless when your identity hasn't caught up to your behavior yet. You're acting like a creator, but deep down, you don't actually see yourself as one. So your brain keeps asking, why are we doing this if nothing's happening? We were perfectly fine before you decided to do this. That question is identity friction. Your brain wants proof before permission, which makes absolutely zero sense, because growth requires permission before proof. If you're laying those internal foundations, it's going to be required of you to empower yourself and even get around others who will empower you to overcome that loud negative self-talk. Every meaningful shift has an invisible phase, a phase where you're learning faster than you're being rewarded, your confidence is growing quietly, and your thinking is sharpening. And from the outside, it looks like nothing. But this is the phase where foundations are laid, and foundations don't get applause. When walking in the city, no one ever said, ooh, look at that foundation. They said, oh wow, look at that building. If you're here right now, it doesn't mean you're behind. It means you're early. You're not wasting time. You're converting effort into creating a new identity, establishing new skill sets, and building trust with yourself. All those things compound behind the scenes. The people who look like overnight successes didn't skip this phase. They stuck around long enough for it to become visible, which is why they always say the effort was worth it. Here's a mental health tip. If creating ever starts to feel heavy, try this reframe. Say, I'm not here to prove anything today. I'm here to build capacity. You don't need constant reassurance to keep going. What you do need is to know what season you're in. If this helped you stay grounded, feel free to share it with someone who's questioning whether they should keep going. Also, hit like so more creators can find this too, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. All right, take care. If you've ever stopped after recording, I want to slow that thought. When our expected result, but where are when our expected results? Creating feels like a waste of time when we see we've put in all this effort, but where are the results? Emotional, regulating your emotions, expanding your bandwidth, or that doesn't always, you don't actually see yourself as, which makes absolutely zero sense, because proof before, and